Okay guys, so in a previous video I showed you my experience with propeller ads when it comes to AdSense arbitrage. So in this particular video I'm going to be reviewing another ad network that is widely used out there, right? An ad network that so many people know about. In fact, some persons even use it as an alternative to AdSense when it comes to monetization. And so this one I'm going to be reviewing today is called Adsterra Advertising. So I'm going to be discussing AdSense arbitrage with with Adsterra ads, okay? With Adsterra ads or Adsterra adverts, okay? So we will see in this video if it is worth it, my experience working with them, and it's going to be completely an honest review, just the same way I reviewed propeller ads in a previous video, which has been posted on the Trispark Academy channel. That is the same way I'm going to review this one. It's going to be based completely on my own experience. Now, I've been doing this. I've checked out several ad networks out there. I've used quite a lot of ad networks out there to push traffic to my website in order to make more money from my efforts as an arbitrage blogger. So this my experiences with several ad networks is the reason why so many people refer to me as someone they can learn from, as a mentor today, because I have a wide experience testing out and seeing what works and separating them from what doesn't work. So everything I'm going to be saying in this video will completely be based on my experience, and I'm going to tell you if you should go ahead working with this ad company or if you should run away from them as a beginner or a professional in AdSense arbitrage blogging. Now, would you want to learn what this company is up to or how their traffic works, whether they are a good source of traffic for arbitrage? Now come closer and let me show you from the video here. Okay, thank you. Let's go. So it's Adsterra advertising worth it? Is Adsterra AdSense arbitrage with Adsterra ads worth it? Can we also do arbitrage with Adsterra ads same way we've been doing with other ad networks? Now you're going to see my answer shortly, but this is how Adsterra platform looks like when you open it on your laptop. Okay, so advertisers can either log in here or sign up. And when you open this site on your laptop, you go to sign up, you fulfill all those sign up requirements and everything as an advertiser, okay? Or hope you can just go here and click on advertisers here and make sure you didn't sign up as a publisher. Publisher is for those who are looking forward to monetizing their websites using Adsterra ads, okay? So in my own case, I'm an advertiser and I'm a British blogger. So what I do is I buy traffic from other ad networks, several ad networks out there, and then I sell this same traffic to Google to make money. So is Adsterra one of those networks we should use? Now let me share with you my experience with this ad company. Now I've already logged in, signed into my account on a different tab here. So everything I'm going to be saying will be basically based on my experience. Okay, so you can see several ads that I've created and tried with this ad network. So I'm going to share with you my experience with them. Now, let's begin first. Okay, so I started working with Adsterra just almost the same time that I started working with Propeller Ads uh, for arbitrage purposes. Okay, so what I do is I'll create ads over here, then um, set up my geo, that's my geo targeting, the location I want to get this ad from, and also push this ad to my website. Now, as of the time that I started with this, up until when I decided to just stop, okay? Now, Adsterra wasn't really giving me the vibe that this ad network deserves for me to continue working with them. Why? Even though their CTR is good, unlike that of Propeller, like if I push ad here, you can see if I push ad here, based, I'll get like several impressions, and based on my clicks that I get from those impressions, their CTR is actually very good. Let me show you. For instance, look at this one. that I push traffic. Don't mind the fact that I wrote it Nairaland traffic. There is a reason I did that. Okay, because I was using Nairaland as a landing page. I'll push the traffic because from the beginning I didn't really trust Adsterra like that. So what I was doing was I was using Nairaland as a landing page. So I'll push this traffic to a profile that I created on Nairaland, like um, is it a profile or okay, I think it's a post. There is a post I created on Ireland as of that time, and in that post my link was there. So what I would do is I'll push the traffic from this place to Naraland and then from Naraland to my website. Now the reason I was doing that is because I know by experience that Google trusts Naraland. I am sure that Google trusts Naraland because I've used Naraland in the past to get traffic for Adsense approval, and the approval came within 5 days due to the traffic that I was getting from Nairaland that period. So as of the time I tried this, I was also using Nairaland as a landing page for arbitrage. So what I would do is I'll push traffic from sources like Facebook and all of that and go to my Nairaland posts, and from there the traffic will eventually get into my website. Okay, so that was my method, and that was what I did here. So I first of all push traffic from this place. That's why you're seeing this figure here. I push traffic from here to Naira. So what happened was that when I sent traffic from here, I was getting over 103 over 10,000 impressions, which means that over 10,000 persons have seen this ad. Now, out of the whole 10,000 persons that have seen this ad, about 1,300 clicks came from it. Now, the result of that is that we had a CTR of 12%. Now, this is very beautiful. Unlike propeller ads that you'll be getting millions of impressions, millions of views, and yet the click-through rate will be very low because just very few clicks will end up coming from there at the end of the day. Okay, so Adsterra is far better in the sense that if you run ads, you are sure of getting at least 10% CTR coming to your site from there. Okay, so but apart from that, out of these clicks that you got on your ad, do not expect that all of the 10% clicks will all land on your website. That will be fallacy. That's a lie. It doesn't work that way. Okay, at least 10% again, or 20 or 30% or 50 out of this number will eventually come to your site. That's the way it works. It doesn't mean that the whole people that clicked on the advert will all land on the site. Now, for their CTR, I give them go ahead because Adsterra is doing far better than Propeller Ads. So I'm going to say if that's what you are after, Adsterra pass on that grade, on that of CTR. Their CTR is good. Their impressions are not inflated, unlike that of Propeller that for this same ad you may be getting millions of views for it and very low clicks. So Adsterra is better in the sense that they did not inflate their figures here. I don't think even if they did, of course they will surely do. But even if they did, it's not as obvious um, as that of propeller. Now, this is the most beautiful part. You can see um, from this ad that we had over 860 something thousand people viewing it. Out of that, we got 25,000 clicks. With that is CTR of about 28%. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, when we go to how much we're spending to get these same clicks and these same views, we were spending far lesser than we were spending on propeller ads. So this was a far more better option for me when I was doing the both of them, when I was using them combined. This was a far better option for me because I was getting almost better quality traffic from here. I mean, better clicks from here. Okay. Now, speaking of traffic quality, which I just mentioned, speaking of traffic quality, Propeller in one hand, um, also, I mean, Adsterra in the other hand also performs very, very good compared to Propeller. Now, why are they better? The reason is because when you run traffic with Adsterra, at least, unlike Propeller that's over 80% will be bots, okay? From my experience of using Adsterra, if you run traffic to your website from here, at least, okay, it will not be up to 80%, but from 50, upwards, okay, or from 50 down. I mean, it will not be up to 80%. All right. However, the remaining traffic that will come to your site will come from low quality websites. Now, in one hand, they are better because there are no much bots from here compared to Propeller. But in the other hand, you know, the disadvantage with them is that the traffic that will come to your site will come from several angles, several places, several low quality websites, which I hope that they will improve on. And if you're watching this video as a staff, as the owner, as a partner, as a shareholder, whatever you are in the Adsterra Ad company, in the Adsterra advertising company or advertising network, here is a little advice I want to give to you, which will truly help you to improve in your services and also help bloggers from all parts of this country and several parts of the world to come fully on your site and become your permanent customers. Now, here is what I'm going to tell you, and please implement this. Now, first of all, you are going to get rid of social links ad on your website. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. It's just a suggestion of what you can possibly do to improve your services. Is either you get rid of it completely or you find a way to ensure that people who come to your site as publishers must have websites that are getting high quality traffic. Everybody should not be allowed to have an account on Adsterra as a publisher if they do not have a website where they are getting top quality traffic. Because in Adsterra, as a publisher, I got to understand that as a publisher, you mustn't have a website to even become a publisher. You can just go ahead, copy your link, post it anywhere, post it on Facebook groups, Facebook, what do you call it? Communities, Facebook channels, Facebook, anywhere at all. They Astera don't so much put attention into where you are getting your traffic from. And this has become an issue because some persons copy these links and go to adult websites, go to different forums, black hat forums, places where their traffic cannot be said to be 100% top quality for Adsense Arbitrage. So if you are watching this as a part of the Adsterra advertising team, I beg of you to look into how you accept publishers, the websites your publishers come from, and as well as how they get their traffic. Okay, if they are 100% getting traffic from adult websites, from pirated movies download websites, pirated songs download websites, pirated books download websites, and several other pirate websites out there. Please do not approve them to join your ad network. If they are also getting traffic from sources like sources that you are not sure that these sources are 100% humans, like beings, human beings. Okay, if you are not sure that these sources deliver 100% human being traffic, please do not accept them on your ad network. Now, Adsterra is better in the sense that, if you run ad there, you have good CTR, good clicks will come from there. But the disadvantage with that is that, yes, they have their own bot too, up to 50%. Okay, they have their own bot up to 50% bot, which is something that should be checkmated. I mean, there should be a method to ensure that bot traffic is banned on Adsterra. There should be a method to ensure that bot traffic are not allowed from publishers' websites to advertisers' websites. Okay, so if you can find a way to stop the influx of bots coming from your sites or your publishers' websites to some of us who are your advertisers. Okay, if you can do this, then our people, especially bloggers who listens to me, who watch my videos, who as well as trust my opinion, I guarantee you that these guys will come back to your site, will come on your site, and um, they will patronize you. They will become your customers. Okay, so the two things that Adsterra really need to work on is to bring down their bot traffic. Yes, they have tried in the sense that their bot traffic is around 50% right now. It's not as high as 60-80% like that of propeller ads, okay? But it still needs to come down a little bit more. It still needs to come down up to zero, or if you cannot achieve zero, which is almost impossible to achieve, let it come down to as low as 5% or 10%. All right, it shouldn't be as high as 50%. No, it shouldn't be that high. It should be so low to a point where people cannot easily notice it. Now, one of the greatest way to notice that your bot or that the traffic coming through your network is bot is that on the advertiser's website, the bot does not take any action. On the advertiser's website, the bot does not take any action. For instance, actions that has to do with reading the content, actions that has to do with opening pages, multiple pages, actions that has to do with engaging with the advert on that other site. These are things that you can possibly edit on your own or check from your own end there. And when you're able to do this, it will be easier for you. Okay. Now, if you as an ad network can work on these things I just pointed out, let the traffic coming to your website be traffic that is capable of taking actions. Of course, you don't have 100% control of what this traffic will do on the other websites. But if advertisers have complained that they are not getting any activity from this traffic coming from your website, it is a proof that the traffic coming from your website is robots, not human beings, okay? Or is majorly robots and not human beings. And then for the human beings, which we have seen that they are actually human beings, you should ensure that movies, adult movies websites, and several of these gambling sites and all of that should not be allowed to, or I mean, should not be allowed on the advertisers' traffic if they don't need it, or if there is a way to segment this traffic so that advertisers will be able to know clearly that this traffic is for adult website, or this traffic is for gambling website, or this traffic is for purely blogs that are into arbitrage, only for blogs that are into arbitrage. Please, by all means, do it and segment your traffic in that manner so that people will patronize you more, especially young bloggers who are looking for alternative sources of traffic from just Google search, okay, or from search engine, from SEO. All right. So again, between Propeller and Adsterra, I will actually rank Adsterra higher because yes, even though they have bot traffic, is not as high as that of Propeller. Okay, so I will rank them higher than that of Propeller. Then in terms of CTR, conversion for money, human traffic, I will still rank them higher than Propeller. So, but just know that they are also not my favorite option, not my best recommendation on a normal day. But if you intend to use them, possibly because you need some page views, if you intend to use them, then you are free to go ahead and do that. So all you need to do is just go to your account, log in on your account, click on create campaign. Of course, you have to fund. You have to fund your account, all right? So after funding your account, click on create campaign, and then it will bring you to this place where you need to set up your campaign for approval, just like we did with Propeller Ads. So over here, you are going to name your campaign. Name it something nice, all right? Or something you can, I mean, the name is not even an issue. Just name it anything. So um, let's call it test, but you can name it anything you want. It mustn't be what I. So in this all traffic, you leave it as all traffic, all right? Leave it as all traffic. Then you come to pricing model. Now, this pricing type here is like pricing model in Propeller and other ad networks. So you choose to pay either through CPM. CPM is cost per thousand impressions, or you choose to pay through CPC. These are the two best that I recommend. Okay, so we can choose either this. Let's go for cost per thousand impression, all right? So over here, under ad units, you see they have pop unders, they have native banner, they have social bar, and in-page push. Now, between all of the, among all of these things, my best recommendation is the social bar or the in-page push. The social bar or the in-page push. Of course, you can get other ones. You can get anyone you want here, but this is actually my best. Okay, so in this traffic, Now, if you look at this place, all right, there is traffic coming from mainstream and adult. Now, mainstream is mostly from all these movie download websites, and the adult is mostly from adult networks. Now, if you choose to go mainstream, the problem is that if you choose to go mainstream, you will still get traffic coming from adult websites. Trust me, you will still get it. So it's part of the things I was saying previously that Astra should have a tight demarcation between these things so that traffic coming from here does not enter here and traffic coming from here should not enter here. Okay. So there should be a tight demarcation between them. All right. Then also, when you are pushing traffic from the mainstream, expect to get traffic from mostly sources like pirated movie websites and the rest of them. So Astra should also ensure that not just every movie download website, every music download website is allowed on this ad network. Okay, there should be a way of reviewing those things and only allowing those that are genuine, that their traffic will not become an issue later on for publishers. All right, so you can choose mainstream as your source of traffic, and then once you are done with this, you proceed. Okay, so select this, then you come down to smart landing, sorry, to landing URL. Now this is a place where you have to put your blog link, your post link, your homepage link, or whatever you want to put, your website link. Just paste it here. Now, to be safer, I will advise that you use the Google link conversion method, which is what do you call it? Which is first of all searching on Google, then copying your link, your website link from there, and coming to this place to paste it. So this is the method I will advise you use instead of just putting your blog post directly here. Now, if you don't want to use that method, if you have maybe any other method you want to use to place your URL, you are free to do that. But that's the one I recommend. All right. So you paste your URL over here, then it will ask you device format. Now this device is where do you want your traffic to come from? So leave this one the way it is. Okay. And then let's go down to this place. Now, here is where you need to upload your images, 3 images. Adsense requires you to upload 3 images. The first one here, the second one here, and the third. So let's just get any image at all and place there. Let's say we are using this. So let's assume we are using this, okay, as our image. And then over here, you place another one, okay. All right, so we'll come to countries here, and then we manually select the countries that we want. So we are going to select top countries, like maybe USA. Should we use USA? Now, you mustn't always target USA, but if you need traffic coming from there, you can also target it, the USA. Okay, so there's something I needed to say, which I have almost forgotten. Now, when you are pushing traffic from any ad network, always look out for where that country is domiciled, like locations where that country is based, because it's going to help you a lot. Companies that base in a particular that have their roots in a particular country often do well in getting traffic from that country, unlike those who are in another country and promising to give you traffic from another country. Do you understand? So let's say here we are proposing 0.0, and let's see if it will go through. Okay, okay, all right. This is expensive. This is so much expensive. Do you understand what I just said? To get traffic, to get traffic from a particular country, make sure that the ad network you are working with actually has a strong root in that country. It will help you a lot. The reason it's going to help you is because if they don't have a strong root in the country they are promising to get you traffic, to give you traffic, if they don't have a strong root in that place, there is no way they will have much advertisers there. Most of the traffic that will be coming from there will be robots. Okay, most of the traffic that they will have coming from there will be robots. Now, the reason Google Ads and Facebook ads are so much above every other ad network in this world is because they have their root nearly in every country. Facebook exists nearly in every country of this world. Okay, so because of that, when you run your advert through Facebook or Google Ads, the probability of getting real human beings coming to your site from that country is higher. So don't forget that I said this is one of the keys, is one of the key factors to getting top quality traffic. You must check where those countries have their major offices, major locations, and all of that. Because in a country, you tend to have more people when you are physically there, when you have a physical presence there. Do you understand? Or when you have a way of reaching more people in that country. Again, the reason Facebook and Google have so much traffic to deliver to you from any country is because they are there. They are there. They have their products there. They have their services there that people in that country are using. So if people in that country are not really using their services, it may be difficult. Let me give you another example. Assuming Amazon decides to run adverts today for advertisers to come from several angles and patronize them, they will do well. Why would they do well? Because they already have their products being patronized by over 200 countries of this world. They have roots in several strong locations. So it won't be a difficulty getting people who are using Amazon products nearly in every country of the world to visit your website. Now, imagine you want to get traffic from China, all right? You want to get traffic from China and you are running the advert on Facebook. How many people in China uses Facebook? This is what you will ask. Do you understand? So when you figure out this particular thing I just said, when you figure out how this thing works, it will be easier for you to get traffic from anywhere, and those traffic will be top quality. Okay. So this is saying after when should the advert start? Leave it on after verification. Okay. So you come in here. Okay, we've selected targeting upwards. So okay, leave this the way it is. We don't need to select operating system and all of that. Leave this the way it is. Let's check capping limits. Okay, let's leave this too. We don't need this. In the advanced settings, add placement to blacklist. No. No. Okay, so we will leave this one the way it is too. And then the reason why this submit button is not active is because I have not put one more step that is required. What is that one step that is required? Putting the landing page link here. Yes, putting the link here. So let's say link like example.com. I've not added it. So assuming I've added the example.com over here, you can see the submit button will become active. Everything here will become active. And then once I click on submit here, Adsterra will review it, and after reviewing it, they will approve it, and this ad will start running. So you mustn't put all three images, but you can put all of them too if you want, and you go ahead to run your ad by clicking on the submit button. So once it is approved, this ad will start running, and you start getting traffic from those ad networks. So this is how to use Adsterra advertising, Adsterra ad network, to do Adsense arbitrage blogging, to push traffic coming to your website and make money from it at the end of the day. Now, remember, I said this network also has a high amount of bots, so do not expect so much clicks on your AdSense account. In fact, you may end up getting just a few clicks, 10, 20 clicks at the end of the day. You may not get above that. I've never gotten above that. You may not get. Okay. So, and also I remember that I said that this traffic that will be coming to your site will be coming from websites, movie download websites, language teaching websites, several of these websites that you may not really rate as high quality traffic at the end of the day. But overall, yeah, in terms of cost, in terms of click-through rate, in terms of what do you call it, impression and every other thing, Adsterra is actually better than Propeller Ads. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow they will watch this video and improve more on their services by filtering out robots from their services and delivering more on top quality. But if you'd like to protect your AdSense account and keep it safe, you should not do AdSense arbitrage right now using this particular ad network until they improve further on their services, which I hope they really do, because this is a very young company that has quite a lot of potentials, and they have really helped several bloggers there to earn money also. All right. So do this. If they do this, I'm sure that every one of us will be happy with them. So until then, I have one more source I like to show you how they operate and encourage you to use their services if you want. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.